Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. Now today I'm not going to be talking about the Mexican Grand Prix results for Formula 1, but before we get into that, let's first about next week's scheduled race, which we at Brazil for the Brazilian Grand Prix. So, on Friday, which will be FP1 and the sprint qualifying, FP1 outside 11:30 to 12:30, sprint qualifying outside at 3:30 to 4:14. Then on Saturday, November 2nd, will be the sprint race and qualifying, sprint race outside at 11 to 12, qualifying outside at 3 to 4. Then the race itself, which will be on a Sunday, that'll start at 2 o'clock. So let's have a look now at the Mexican Grand Prix results. And the winner of the Mexican Grand Prix is Carlos Sainz, followed by Lando Norris, Charles Leclerc, Lewis Hamilton, George Russell, Max Verstappen, Kevin Magnussen, Oscar Piastri, Nico Hülkenberg, and Pierre Gasly right out of the top 10. We have Lance Stroll, Franco Colapinto, Esteban Ocon, Valtteri Bottas, Zhou Guanyu, Liam Lawson, Sergio Perez ran out all the classified finishes. Then the 3 DNFs, which includes Fernando Alonso, Alexander Albon, and Yuki Tsunoda. There was an incident between Tsunoda and Albon the very first turn, basically. I think it looked like that there was contact between both Tsunoda and Albon. I think Tsunoda's tire went bye-bye and collected Albon. It was pretty scary as well, considering that the camera operator almost got hit by Tsunoda, so luckily that he was okay, but not so okay for those two drivers as they immediately retired from this race. As for Fernando Alonso for his 400th race, it didn't go too well. Obviously, he had a overheating issue, and that was basically ending the day for Alonso. There was a lot more drama as well, including Max Verstappen getting 20-second time penalties for forcing Norris off the track, I believe, for one, and I think cutting the corner or exceeding track limits or something. I can't actually remember, but obviously we will have a look later. And the other one, Liam Lawson versus Sergio Perez. I mean, what is with Lawson and just having arguments with veteran drivers? I mean, hell, yesterday we talked about Lawson and Alonso going at it. Now it's Lawson and Perez going at it. I mean, hell, even I think when Lawson passed Perez, Lawson flipped off Perez in his home race, which is a bit embarrassing. But I think what happened was that I think they were being extremely aggressive with each other. I think Perez might have forced Lawson out, I'm pretty sure. Forced him out off wide, off the track. And Lawson wasn't too happy, understandably, and yeah, it's just not so good, I'll be honest, for the Red Bull drivers as a whole. I mean, both of these drivers got penalties. Lawson was angry at Perez, and potentially that might be Perez's final hometown race in Red Bull, or even in his entire F1 career. We're not too sure who's going to take that Red Bull seat. If it is going to be Perez, if it is going to be like someone like Lawson or Tsunoda, not too sure, but yeah, it's a bit, I guess you could say it was a very eventful race at Mexico City. I mean, Piastri, who started down 17th, moves up 9 spots. That's pretty impressive for Oscar. Magnussen, he was very, very good. Leclerc pretty sure was bottled lid. I think maybe a couple laps to go, and Norris got by him, so yeah, but it was still a very good race. Carlos Sainz, he just led from lap 1. He was very, very dominant in this race. Retirements, already talked about it. Tsunoda and Albon, both of them had an accident, or I should say an incident on lap 1, and Alonso retired lap 16 due to overheating problems. Fastest pit stop went to Oscar Piastri and McLaren with a 1.9T. Fast lap went to Charles Leclerc with a 1 minute 18.336, and driver day went to Carlos Sainz, followed by Lando Norris, Max Verstappen, Franco Colapinto, and Charles Leclerc. I swear, Franco Colapinto is going to be the new Max Verstappen with driver of the day. I mean, if you know, like, what was it, 2016, 2017, if you were an F1 fan back then, you understand the reference. And for penalties, I do want to talk about Robert Schwartzman for a second, because he now has a 5-place grid penalty for the next race, whenever his next race is going to be, which is quite funny in my opinion. But either way, to the main race, Esteban Ocon had to suffer in the pit lane because he's now using his third energy store and control electronics. A 5-second time penalty for Sergio Perez for a false start for the start of the race. Max Verstappen got 2 10-second time penalties, one for forcing Norris off the track and 2 penalty points as well to his super license, while the other one was leaving the track and gaining an advantage. Perez also got 2 warnings, I guess we'll say, for allegedly leaving the track and gaining an advantage, and allegedly forcing Lance Stroll off the track. No further action there. while Franco Colapinto caused a collision with Liam Lawson, which was a 10-second time penalty added to Colapinto's time at the end of the race. Now for the driver's stand, his Max Verstappen is still in the lead, but his lead has shrunk over Lando Norris, followed by Charles Leclerc, Oscar Piastri, Carlos Sainz, Lewis Hamilton, George Russell, Sergio Perez, Fernando Alonso, Nico Hulkenberg ran out of top 10. Then for the other drivers, we have Lance Stroll, Yuki Tsunoda, Kevin Magnussen moving up 2 spots over Alexander Albon and Daniel Ricciardo. Pierre Gasly, Oliver Bearman, Franco Colapinto, Esteban Ocon, Liam Lawson ran out of the top 20. They have Zhou Guanyu, Logan Sargent, and Valtteri Bottas ran out all the other finishes. And then for the constructors, some pretty big changes here. McLaren is still your constructors leaders, followed by Ferrari now moving up in front of Red Bull, then Mercedes, Aston Martin, Haas, RB, Williams, Alpine, and Stake. So just a reminder that the next few scheduled races will be at Brazil for the Brazilian Grand Prix. So now, guys, to like, comment, and subscribe. It would really help me, especially on this channel. Let me know what you think if this might be Perez's final home race. If so, that's a very disappointing way to end his home race. So that's really bad for me. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Catch you guys next time in the next one. Goodbye.